Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to Coach's Corner, the center of the universe. I'm Dan Folds. I'm here with Brandon Bain, and tonight we hope to show you a good time with the inaugural issue of Rubbin and Grubbin, the Coach's Corner NASCAR show. So what you have with you here tonight is one enthusiastic novice. I love NASCAR. I love the pageantry. I love the drama. I don't know dick about it. Wait a minute. And we have to say we're going to have a swear jar. So every time one of us drops a swear word, we're putting a dollar bill into that, and we're going to donate that money to a charity. I'm here with Brandon Bain. He is a bona fide NASCAR expert. He is a NASCAR top fan. If you watch NASCAR on TV, you've probably seen him on TV, standing up on top of his RV, waving his monster flag. So what you got is somebody that knows a little bit, not much, and somebody that knows everything. I've been talking to Brandon for 3 years about tapping into his intellect about NASCAR so that we could become smarter about this. By the way, also tonight at Coach's, we start our annual NASCAR contest. It's a great fun club where people compete to see who's the smartest about NASCAR. We start that tonight. We do it every week on Wednesday night. It starts at 6:30. We would love to have you come and join us. So Brandon,
yes.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name's Brandon Bain. Grew up in Savannah, Georgia. Been watching NASCAR since I was 5. So go every year. Hadn't missed a year. Don't plan on missing any time in Atlanta. And like Dan alluded to earlier, if you ever see a guy on top of a motorhome wearing a flag on his back at Atlanta Motor Speedway, that's this guy. That's Atlanta man.
Awesome. So Brandon, can we get a quick recap of the big things that happened last year?
Kyle Busch winning the second championship is definitely a big one. You had a lot of guys that were close. Chevy was on the down. Gibbs showed its strength. Looking forward to another year this year.
Awesome. So who is this week's favorite?
This week's favorite to me, it's hard to pick a favorite when you go to Daytona at any race, but if I was going to bet on anybody, it would have to be one of the Penskes. I would probably have to go with Brad Keselowski.
Brad Keselowski. I'm getting that name tonight for the contest, the game of skill. So who's the underdog?
Underdog, a guy I think that you really got to watch out for that's pretty good at this in a young career, and a guy that is last year's 500 would be Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin, the underdog.
A lot of people are going to kind of sleep on him.
So some of these questions obviously were forwarded to me by NASCAR fans who frequent Coach's Corner, the center of the universe. So, this is a question from a fan. Will Chevy get it together this year?
That was something I was going to make sure we talked about. I definitely think Chevy is going to get their stuff together this year. Jimmy Johnson's last year, they're going to be pushing extremely hard to get him a win. You have Kyle Larson that was on the verge, and I think with the amount of experience he has now and equipment that he's running is going to be very good. Obviously, my guy, Chase Elliott, you're going to have to watch out for him this year. And don't be surprised if you see a first-time driver in a Chevy get it here this year, and that would be William Byron.
William Byron. So tell me about the new stages.
The stages, the lengths changed at restrictor plate races this year. I don't know exactly how many other racetracks, if any, it did change. As far as I know, they just tried to make them a little more equal, where the third stage isn't quite as long. So we'll see. It should change up a little bit of strategy, and depending on how they play it, we'll see who comes out on top.
Spectacular. Any driver changes?
Yeah, you have quite a few driver changes this year. You have a lot of new guys coming in. You got Christopher Bell going to the 95, which was drove by Benedetto. He's going over to Wood Brothers. You have Cole Custer taking over at Stuart Haas. You have Tyler Reddick jumping in at Childress. It's going to be interesting. It's definitely going to be interesting.
Will Jimmy Johnson win this year?
Jimmy Johnson will get a win this year. He will go out with a win this year. I don't know if it'll be dominant as you've seen in years past, but he will somehow, some way find a way to get a win this year.
So, on a somber note, goodbye and rest in peace, John Andretti. Can you tell us a little bit about John Andretti's?
His NASCAR, I mean, he drove for one of the biggest names in the sport, Richard Petty. Got a win with him. He was a good driver. It seemed like it didn't matter what he got in, he definitely would drive, and he had a driver's heart. Very nice guy. I was fortunate enough to get his autograph quite a few times at Atlanta. So definitely lost a very good conductor for the sport and a very good representative. R.I.P.
So we may have touched on this, but one more time, tell me about Atlanta Man.
Yeah, so Atlanta Man, I started that up in 2014 at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and I've had a flag since I was a kid. And I decided, obviously, after quite a few cold drinks, to tie it on my neck and get on top of a motorhome. I was featured in a very short clip in Kevin Harvick's award ceremony that year. I was in another promo for Atlanta Motor Speedway. I tried to make it a big deal, fun for everybody around. Definitely, like I said, with you and the Night Stalkers, we try to do a little something there every year. So shouts out to that. And it's just something I love and enjoy doing, man. I love the sport. I love the camaraderie, the family. NASCAR is one place you can go and have one t-shirt for a weekend. Before you leave, you will have been fed, drinks, everything, close to stay, everything you will possibly need. It is the best fan base, period.
One thing I love about NASCAR, everybody stands for the national anthem, and nobody takes a knee. So, the title of our show is going to be every week, it's going to be Rubbin and Grubbin, and the grubbin, it has to do with food. Now, Brandon actually is a championship cook as well as a NASCAR superfan, and starting next week, we're gonna have every week we're gonna have a spectacular NASCAR race recipe for you. We'll put it in a comment underneath this live video. But for this week, it goes out to you fans. If you have a NASCAR recipe that is your go-to for a NASCAR race, please share the ingredients in a comment. Hey, come and join us here next Wednesday night. We'll do another edition of Rubbin and Grubbin live at Coach's Corner, the center of the universe. And that's all, folks.